They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Denton, Texas, home to the North Texas Mean Green. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Army Black Knights, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Army's offense will take the first swing of the game. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not good. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
They booted away on fourth down. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So North Texas offense will take the field for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Black Knights! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time. North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on second down. They'll give it to the back. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. Let's talk a minute about North Texas. When you're sitting inside the top 25 halfway through the season, the goal was clear. Win out. Hope you get a little bit of help because this party only has a dozen spots.
And it starts with winning out and taking care of business. And that starts today, right? Like every single game has to matter. It has to count.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. North Texas will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Split backs here. From the gun, running back gets to give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Black Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. The Black Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They punt it away on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. North Texas in the hurry-up. Off play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Army! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Fields. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. Got the first down and more. Wide open spaces. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. From the gun, running back on the move. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got enough for the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. That's exactly what you'd expect from this brave old Army team, getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, they know who they are. They know what they want to do, and they're going to run the football at you early and often in this football game.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Running into the open space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense,
field. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is called for. In the midst of all this rain, just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. 2nd down coming up. They'll run play action. Finds a man on the left. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. After the flag, distance for a first down cut in half. They can really get aggressive on 1st and 5. Running back searching for a hole. Runs through the tackle. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
The inside handoff. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. North Texas in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Fields. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. North Texas will try to pick up the 4th down here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
Man, I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Touchdown, Mean Green. And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the back. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working that left side now. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And now about this lower intestinal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Fights off a defender. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to throw on third down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. North Texas will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Might as well give it to him again. Yes, the stakes him still on his feet. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Army.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. He slings it deep to the left. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Denton than you have for what's been a fun first half? And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at lovely Dat-Q Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Black Knights will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The Mean Green now facing the meanest of problems on third down. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
Number 14 in punt formation to kick it away.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Zings it complete to the right. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They're going to ride this running back. There he goes. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Handoff from the gun. Oh, what a move. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards. Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Black Knights. You know what? That's a bit of a trick play. Give it to the big guy. Let him tote that rock to the house.
It's a trick in college football now to even have a fullback in the game. Give it to the big fella. I tell you what, that's like tackling a tree stump. All legs, just big, stocky guy. Get in the end zone.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more... Oh, he's got some space! He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Takes the handoff. It's Fields. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. North Texas will have to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Give to the running back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Flips it out in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain. North Texas in the hurry up.
2nd down.
To the air on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body...
There he goes to the right. The 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, North Texas. Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Right down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Looking to throw on first down. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The short hands, it's Webb. Turning on the Jets. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Pulls it in. It's Webb. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. To give to the fullback. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Ready to fire from the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Snap from the gun on third down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Webb. Turning it on! And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Webb. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, going to the air. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. This drive will open from the 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Godfrey. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff, keep working on that clock. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Godfrey. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.